The latest update hits Nairobi like a crack of lightning.
I passed through many bodies, dead bodies.
Another rescued Kenyan has stepped forward, confirming a recruitment network that stretches from downtown Nairobi cyber cafes to Moscow's military barracks. But this witness is different. His name is Kiptoo, and his story slices through the national conversation like a knife. Not a spy, not a mercenary, just another Kenyan youth chasing opportunity, only to wake up staring down the barrel of a war he never signed up for. His testimony exposes a pipeline so organized, so silent, and so predatory, it now threatens to pull hundreds more into a conflict thousands of miles away.
So, hello my people from Africa. I've taken this opportunity to record this video for you. As you can see that I'm wearing a Russian uniform right now. It happened, I can say it's a mistake, but it might be a life lesson.
In a cramped single-room bedsitter tucked somewhere between Eastleigh's busy alleys and Nairobi's CBD's glass towers, Kiptoo sits hunched, voice heavy, eyes hollow. Before Russia, before Ukraine, before death became his morning alarm, he was simply another graduate trying to escape Kenya's choking unemployment, a pressure cooker that has turned joblessness into a national inheritance. And like many young Kenyans, the promise of a foreign job felt less like an opportunity and more like a lifeline. It begins with the recruitment agent, polished suit, honey-coated promises, and a level of confidence usually reserved for politicians during a campaign season. His salaries, luxury apartments, a Russian passport, work in private security, easy job, safe job, the kind that seems too good to be true because it is. Kiptoo signs a contract written entirely in Russian. He doesn't understand the text, but he understands hunger, pressure, responsibility. He understands the Kenyan dream sold at the intersection of desperation and hope, and so he boards a plane, believing he's flying toward a better future.
And maybe might be helpful to others. Russian will keep on recruiting people from Africa, and not only Africa, but the rest of the world. But the fact about there is that he will be lied about huge amount of money, like 1 million rubles, but unfortunately that million rubles will not get anything to your account. They will get rid of your money from your account. And they are also to Africans, there is full of racism. As you can see, I'm dark-skinned, and also there is language barrier. You might be abused everything while you are not understanding anything there. So,
but the Moscow that greets him is not a gateway to opportunity. It is a trap. Passport confiscated, phone seized, surrounded by strangers who suddenly speak only in commands, not promises. The security training quickly reveals itself as military conditioning. The job he was hired for, non-existent. He is now enlisted, forcibly, into the Russian army. I couldn't call home, he says. I couldn't believe. I was trapped, he recalls.
They don't have the hands. The war is full of challenges there. So if you are planning to go to Russia, if you are lied to go there and earn a lot of money there, don't be lied. Don't be lied. Just stick to your country. Be thankful to the work which you are doing. Don't rush there. because of that 1 million rubles, which will be lied that to be deposited to your account. So I thank God that I'm alive, I'm not dead, and I will not die here since I'm not there in the war. I hope everything will be okay. I'll go back to my country and everything will be okay.
And in that moment, the illusion of opportunity shatters. Kiptoo's story is not an isolated tragedy. Ukrainian and Kenyan intelligence estimate over 200 Kenyans have been recruited, some willingly, some through deception, others through coercion. Globally, 1,400 Africans from more than 36 countries have been quietly absorbed into this conflict. Prime Cabinet Secretary Musalia Mudavadi himself raised alarms weeks ago, warning of an expanding trend: Kenyan youths being sucked into forced criminality abroad, from human trafficking to illicit military recruitment.
I didn't went Russia for military job. I went there as a visitor to look for different places, nice places. I spent there.
20 Kenyans were intercepted and rescued at the last minute, but hundreds more remain unaccounted for. The battlefield strips away the illusion of foreign opportunity. Kiptoo describes nights filled with the drone strikes, artillery fire, and young Africans dying on soil they'd never heard of in high school geography. I saw bodies everywhere, men my age, boys younger than me, he said. The terror gnaws at him. The nightmares follow him.
What I can say that is that before I came here where I am right now, I passed through many bodies, dead bodies. And I know 2 of Kenyans who are already dead. And if they are not dead, maybe they are injured. Others may come back while they don't have their legs.
War does not end when the gunfire stops. It lives in the mind. Many Kenyans who escape or are captured fall into legal gray zones, unwanted by Russia and acknowledged by home governments, trapped between borders and bureaucracy. The Kenyan government is reacting, but cautiously. Rescues have been carried out. Arrests have been made. Diplomatic engagements activated, but critics say the response is selective. Some families allege their missing sons receive no attention. Human rights groups are amplifying concerns after Mudavadi's earlier remarks, suggesting Kenyan activists abroad should face consequences for their actions. A statement that may argue gives authoritarian regimes a free pass to detain, silence, or exploit Kenyan citizens overseas.
Sasa kwa sababu umeenda Russia na umejiunga na kikosi cha Russia, wengine wameenda Ukraine wakajiunga na Ukraine, wengine wameandikwa katika mataifa mengine yote. Ukienda paka Netherlands na Switzerland huko utapata Wakenya ambao wako kwa jeshi. Mbona wakati huo hakuna mtu ameweza kuteta? Lakini kwa sababu ya mtu mmoja ambaye aliweza kurudi hapa na hakusajiliwa na watu wetu na watu wengine tofauti, amekuja kwa sababu ameona ameshatoka kule na pengine alipata mambo yake pale, amefika hapa anaona nikiweza kushtua serikali na hawa watu naweza pewa pengine kitu. Hakuna kitu atapewa.
And now this military recruitment scandal thrusts that debate back into the national spotlight. Russia's strategy is clear. As domestic support for the war thins, African recruits become a convenient, expendable military resource. Meanwhile, African nations, Kenya included, must walk a diplomatic tightrope. Condemn recruitment without provoking geopolitical retaliation, protect their citizens without appearing weak, maintain neutrality while foreign powers play chess with African lives. And at the center of this storm stands Kiptoo, one man carrying evidence of a global machine. Kiptoo's story exposes a ruthless system feeding off economic vulnerability. It forces Kenya to confront a tough question: how many more young young people must disappear before action becomes urgent. In Nairobi, mothers light candles for sons they haven't heard from in months. Families hold photos at a press conference begging for answers. Citizens demand transparency, protection, and justice. Kiptoo ends his viral testimony with one final warning. Don't be fooled. This is not a job. It is a death sentence. And that might be the truth Kenya has been trying not to face. What do you think about Kenyans caught up in Russian-Ukrainian war? Drop your comments. Newsroom, Maisha TV, Bushabi Jr.